golden wildfire. To war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Claude has inherited the leadership of Leicester and toils to unite the nobles in the region. With Edelgard ruling as Emperor of Adrestia and Dimitri sitting on the throne in Fargus, the three former schoolmates are striking out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. Edelgard declares war against the Central Church, causing the first tremor of a major upheaval.
Hey, thanks for coming. Sorry to make you wait. I couldn't get out of there any sooner.
You're looking kinda worse for the wear. Is running the Alliance really that rough?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. What doesn't kill you, but enough about me. How are things with you? Mercenary work keeping you busy?
Hardly. I came to Regan territory expecting steady work from your house, you know. But it still hasn't materialized. How's a merc supposed to make a living like this? Doesn't matter how much I train my sword arm if there's nothing to swing it at.
Right. Sorry about that. I had a feeling your talents were going to waste here.
Oh, he had a feeling, did he? Where were those feelings while we were left high and dry for these last 2 years?
I've been getting by guarding the local inns and all, but I'm at the end of my rope here. You mind if I move on? I hear there's plenty of work in the south for a guy like me.
Whoa, slow down there, friend. Why do you think I asked you here? I'm ready to make you an official offer.
And there it is, just as I expected.
Huh, so war's coming then.
That's right. The new Emperor of Adrestia seems determined to bring a fight to the rest of Fodlan. And many along our southern border are worried she'll come after the Alliance. Hence, all these meetings to plan our response. Are you familiar with the Leicester Roundtable?
Not much. Just that they're meetings held by some stuffy Alliance nobles.
That's basically it. The Alliance crowns no king and bows to no emperor. So instead, we just have a bunch of meetings when we want to get something done. Every last detail of Alliance policy and strategy has to be worked out and agreed upon by the 5 great lords at the Roundtable conferences. Day after day, we go round and round, arguing and bickering over this or that. And as each of the lords only truly cares about their own skin, we never actually reach a decision on anything.
No wonder you look like you've been put through the ringer. Guess being a noble's not all fun and games.
You could say that again. And while we sit around twiddling our collective thumbs, the Empire and their army could be right on our doorstep. Nevertheless, I'll find a way to convince the other lords that they need to commit to deploying their troops. The real problem is what happens after. Armies need commanders, and those commanders need to be exceptional warriors that we can rely on.
You're not gonna ask me to lead Alliance troops, are you?
You, my friend, hit the nail on the head. I want you fighting alongside me as one of the Alliance's commanders.
Hold on. I'm not a noble, though. I'm not even a knight.
Who cares about titles? Isn't this why you came here in the first place?
I came here to help you, as a mercenary. I never thought I'd be commanding troops.
Look, you'll be well compensated for your efforts. And you can do this. I know you can. What do you say?
Hey, if there's money to be made swinging my sword around, I'm there. My coin purse will be happy about it too. Plus, it's not like I have anything better to do.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. I have high hopes for you, my friend. Now then, looks like I've got a contract to draw up.
Look who's here! It's been forever! Did you do something with your hair?
Nah, probably just lost some weight since you last saw me.
You must not be eating enough. Those arms are like chicken bones.
I imagine you've been doing a lot of mercenary work. You probably haven't had time for proper meals, what with the way things have been going.
Time's not the issue here. Money is. And it's been really quiet in the Alliance, despite what's been going on elsewhere. The last 2 years have been hard on us mercenaries. It's not easy to land jobs when there's nobody to fight.
Sounds like that's all gonna change at least. So, what are you all doing here?
At the last Roundtable conference, each of the 5 great lords agreed to contribute soldiers and officers to the Alliance army.
That's why I'm here. I'm guessing it's the same for you, Marianne?
Yes. My adoptive father sent me.
I'm in the same boat. Count Gloucester arranged my transfer.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the whole night thing for Lawrence's father now.
Raphael, didn't I hear your family started an inn? What are you doing here?
Claude sent me a letter asking me to come. And there was no way I'd miss this.
Same here. I guess Claude wanted to get all the golden deer back together, huh?
That pretty much sums it up. There's no way I'm getting through this war without friends I trust by my side.
And there's Claude. Now our little reunion's complete.
Well, we are missing Lawrence.
Yeah, Count Gloucester sent one of his newest knights in Lawrence's place.
Yes. I suppose I should apologize for that.
I have no doubt Lawrence has his hands full protecting the border right about now.
And I'm guessing you're not exactly thrilled to see me instead of my brother.
For the time being, I've asked Holst to see to our defenses in case Elmira decides to take another run at our borders. Besides, I'm not about to let the Empire see our best card on the first play. It's always been my plan to have you all here, and I'm sure we'll be reunited with Lawrence before long. After all, we'll be passing through Gloucester territory very shortly.
The Aramid River serves as the border between the Alliance and Empire. I imagine we'll want to fortify its banks and close off the Great Bridge of Myrden. That is the plan. Yes, Claude?
That's right. There are many large bridges spanning the Aramid, but the terrain on the eastern bank is less than ideal. The Great Bridge of Myrden is the only one suitable for crossing into the Alliance with a significant military force. So if the Empire is looking to attack us, blockading the Great Bridge will severely limit their options. Of course, that means the enemy will do everything in their power to take control of it. So, while I'm happy to see you all again, I'm afraid we don't have time to reminisce.
He's right. We need to get ready to move out. That reminds me.
How tiresome.
Got a minute? How's that? Long story short, I'm counting on you.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
remember this.
Time to work you into shape.
How's this gonna... Can't...
Time to work you into shape.
I can get...
That I haven't.
I think...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Definitely...
Definitely some... Definitely some... Definitely some...
Not gonna forget.
How's this gonna...
I've got the hang.
I'll put this... I'll keep a close...
I don't need a baby's. Well, we got through it in one piece.
Glad I haven't been.
I'll mess... I think it's...
Another trick.
How's...
That should...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I still have some. Final. Final. I still have some.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
The fight starts now.
We can win this. Come on.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can skip
we
my
can
turn,
win
you
this.
know.
All right.
Don't mind if I do.
Looks like the battle's turned in the enemy's favor. We have to stem the tide. Hey, it's my
No problem. I got it.
Take a breather.
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know.
Think I'm in trouble here. Don't mind if I do.
I did my part. Can I go now? No?
You're putting in the work today, Hilda. See? You can do it if you try.
Please find it in your heart to help me. Come with me.
The stronghold's ours.
Get out of here!
I knew this was a possibility.
Did that help?
Yes, mercenary power.
Thank you. I'll repay you somehow.
Probably best to hold this position, right?
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
Trouble here. Sorry. We've won. Great job, everyone.
Did you... I got... Can't wait to see...
How's this?
2 years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but it's actually quite the lucky break for you.
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And with all your associates here, you should have a large enough force to take on you-know-who.
Gerald's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side.
Do we have an understanding then?
I understand your request, but I make no promises to honor it at this time. Pardon my candor, but you have yet to earn my confidence. I shall observe how this war progresses and then make the decision myself. Now, good day to you.
Oh, Father.
The current Alliance leader and I have finished our discussion. I will be taking my leave now.
Everything okay, Claude? That seemed... tense.
On the contrary, our conversation couldn't have been more pleasant. Count Gloucester is always a delight.
If that was meant to be a joke, you will note that I am not laughing.
Lawrence, it's been far too long. I'm glad to see you're safe and well.
Yes. Well, I doubt I will be either of those things for much longer. The Imperial Army has begun its march northward. Incidentally, what were you discussing with my father?
Oh, you know, just what the Lords should do in the unlikely event that the Imperial Army crosses into Alliance territory.
And how did my father respond?
With a whole lot of words, but not a lot of clarity.
Hardly surprising. My father does not even share his innermost thoughts with me. And I am his heir.
Lawrence, let me ask you something. Would you go along with his decisions no matter what?
What exactly do you mean?
Say, for example, if your father pledged his allegiance to the Empire, would you follow suit?
Oh! Do you think Count Gloucester's going to betray us, Claude?
Of course not. It's just a hypothetical.
Well, then that's a serious what-if. Almost sounds like you're trying to provoke Lawrence.
No, it is quite all right. In fact, it is a perfectly reasonable query, given my father's actions as of late. However, My father takes tremendous pride in being one of the 5 great lords of the Alliance. He would not betray us to the Empire lightly. I, for one, still have faith in him.
I won't deny that your father is a great man, Lawrence. I just wish he regarded me with anywhere near the same level of esteem. Okay. Right. Of course.
Got a sec? Aw. Let's pretty please. Care to make yourself useful? Oh, yay! Oh, definitely.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, thanks.
I can tell. Amazing.
What is it? Oh, that...
Hunger is the true enemy.
Wow!
Thanks.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Someone knows my weak.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
I'm surprised you.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah. Ah, a high quality.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Let's earn our keep.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
No problem, I got it.
Yeah, we can win this!
More bitter than black as coffee.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Yeah, let's do this. I'll back you up.
Got it. Time to make a name for my...
Not a problem.
Are you prepared?
Time to make a name for ourselves.
I beg your assistance at once.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well today.
Go get him, Claude. We can skip my turn, you know.
Taste more bitter than black as coffee. I'll have fun. I feel the bloodshed.
Retreat! Think I'm in trouble here.
Yay! We captured it!
How can I face my comrades after this?
Hey, it's my turn. Probably best to hold this position, right? Get out of here!
My strength is yours.
Get out of here! I'll be capturing this now. Thanks.
My moment has arrived. Sorry. Blame me all you want.
I knew we'd pull out the win. One... Another trick up the old sleeve.
Can't wait.
Do you have a moment? Greetings. I have a request.
Allow me to assist with any Let me know if I may be of further service.
How about it?
The fight starts now.
Hurry! They're waiting for our help.
Skip my turn, you know. We have to turn this around.
We've got an emergency! Send backup!
Don't mind if I do.
It's my turn.
I got this!
Good. We've gained control.
I can still fight!
Get out of here!
Can't let it end like this.
Probably best to hold this position, right? Yeah!
I think I'm in trouble here.
Let's get started.
I got it.
Is that all we've got?
will help secure our victory.
Gotcha! Right on.
We're not losing to anyone!
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
That takes care of that.
My moment has arrived.
Sorry.
Not yet.
Blame me all you want.
So glad we made it there in time. I still have...
Hey!
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Hey, Claude. Looks like you had another one of those meetings. You finally finished?
For today, yeah. But we're picking up right where we left off tomorrow.
That's a lot of talking. What could possibly call for that much discussion?
Well, first, we need to settle on a direction for the Alliance. And then come all the pesky little details. All responsibilities need to be doled out fairly, but each territory has different resources and different circumstances, you know? So it's tricky to figure out what's really fair. There's no one answer that works across the board.
But you're their leader. Can't you just make a bunch of decisions and get it over with?
No can do, I'm afraid. I may be the leader, but I'm still just one of the 5 Great Lords. Sure, I may be the idea man, but I don't have the authority to enforce anything on my own. On top of all that, most nobles are experts at focusing on what's good for their own territory instead of what would benefit the Alliance as a whole. When priorities clash, the debates just go around and around in endless circles. Makes me wonder if we'll ever reach a consensus on anything.
Hold on. Do you really think you'll win the war like this? You'll always be on the defensive if you can't act decisively.
I hear you, believe me. The process works much better in times of peace, but since we're at war, it's frustrating to say the least. What's worse is that it's near impossible to get a read on the situation. I don't have the foggiest idea how we're going to overcome this. Say, mind if I pick your brain? What would you do in my shoes?
What, me? Well, I guess You gotta just give him a nice whoosh. Deal with him that way.
Uh-huh. Whoosh. You care to spell that one out for me?
What I'm saying is, why not just get rid of all the talking?
You mean get rid of the Alliance's council altogether?
Exactly. If you give yourself more authority, then it won't take as long to make decisions. It doesn't even have to be permanent. You could go back to the old way once things are peaceful again. But I guess that wouldn't go over too well with the other nobles.
Actually, I think you're onto something. Can't say it hasn't crossed my mind before. If folks at the Round Table just keep looking out for their own territory's interests, we'll be in a world of hurt if the Alliance is ever invaded. I just wish they could see that.
Whoa, are you seriously considering it, Claude?
Of course. Unfortunately, the possibility of it actually happening right now is basically zero, but you've given me a lot to chew on. Let's do this again sometime.
Just say the word. Whew, glad that's finally over.
Oh, hey! Nice job out there.
You too, Hilda. Good to see you back safe and sound. That was one close fight, huh?
You think so? I didn't even break a sweat.
Really? Well, I guess we did have the upper hand for most of it.
We sure did. And yet you still charged headfirst into the most contested part of the battlefield. You know, that's why you end up feeling like every battle is some huge ordeal. It's so unnecessary.
Whoa, hey now. Unnecessary? That's a little harsh. Someone has to get in there and turn the battle in our favor, even if it's dangerous.
I know, but why do you always have to be that someone? Living fast and loose is only gonna land you in an early grave.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to live like anything. This is just how mercenaries are. You can't distinguish yourself by hanging around in the back. And if you don't stand out, people notice you if you do something showy on the front lines. And that can bring in the next job, you know?
You're basically commanding an entire army now? What does recognition matter at this point?
You're probably right. I guess I've just gotten so used to fighting like that, it's hard to change. Aren't there a bunch of mercenaries in Goneril territory? Pretty sure I've heard of a merc company stationed at the Throat.
Yeah, we use mercenaries a lot when we're beating back the Almiran army.
Then I'm sure they're the same as me. Haven't you seen them going all hog wild, competing with each other up at the front?
I've never really fought with them, but I can imagine that they're way different from regular knights. My brother is always going on about how some guy from some mercenary company or other died fighting at his side.
No surprise there. The more a merc makes a show of themselves, the easier it is for the enemy to spot them.
Right? And that's exactly why I'm worried about you. You don't have to stress about grabbing attention and getting paid anymore. So just take it easy, okay? We don't want you dying before your time.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind. It's not like I have a death wish or something. I can't really change my fighting style overnight. But I'll try to keep the recklessness to a minimum. Don't worry. You know, I've never seen a noble worry so much about a mercenary. You just sit back and enjoy the show, all right?
Enjoy the show? Yeah, that sort of talk is so not making me feel any better.
Phew, what a workout. Oh, hey, are you here to train too?
Nah, just grabbing something I forgot earlier. Is this normal training time for you, Leonie?
Well, yeah. We've been so busy lately, I've had to squeeze it in whenever I can.
Huh. You work hard for a mercenary.
I'm just starting out in my career, so I can't afford to slack off now. I only started training as a merc after the Officers' Academy closed, remember? Meanwhile, you were one before you even came to the Academy. You've got years of experience on me.
Still, you're skilled, and you've got brains, which means you're more promising than the average rookie.
I hope you're right. I have to distinguish myself at some point, or else I won't be able to face the captain.
You have a captain?
Yep. He visited my village when I was a kid, and I practically begged him to make me his apprentice. I was probably a huge nuisance, but I was so desperate to get out of my village and be independent, Gerald treated me like an annoying little brat at first. But eventually, he taught me for real. He showed me everything. Tricks of the trade, standard training routines, basic strategy. Don't you have a mentor? Someone who showed you the ropes?
A mentor? No, I'm self-taught. I've managed to get by just looking at others and copying what they do.
Huh. Well, I guess most mercenaries are like that. Either way, you still have loads more experience than me. I need to work hard so I can catch up with you.
Well, if you ever want help from an old pro, just say the word.
Thanks. I'm glad to have a role model I can count on.
My, if it isn't Marianne. How is the fine maiden today?
Oh, Lawrence. I'm all right, thank you.
Off to the chapel again? Your devotion never ceases to amaze me.
Yes, I am.
Tell me, do you regret taking part in this war? I was most surprised to hear you were joining our forces, so if you are overexerting yourself for whatever such reason...
I'm not, and I wouldn't say I regret it either.
Hmm?
I had no other choice. When the Officers' Academy shut down, my adoptive father insisted I join the army. I wasn't given the opportunity to say no.
I see. So it is by the will of Margrave Edmund that you're with us?
Yes.
I can only presume he did so as a show of his loyalty to the cause, considering he cannot make much use of his own soldiers. Yet, you do not seem entirely on board with the concept. Are you sure this is what you want? If need be, I would be glad to contact your father and sort this out for you.
Just stop. I'm fine with this. It's not like I have anywhere else to go anyway. This is the only option I have. So please, just leave me be.
Marianne, we are living through an era of immense change. This great war has entangled the three eminent powers in Fodlan, and will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the continent at large. Leicester cannot stay the way it is now. No, it must not.
Why are you telling me all this?
Listen carefully, Marianne. I believe this moment in time to be a wonderful opportunity for you to turn a new leaf. I, too, feel pressure to do the same, and I have spent my days reacting in kind. Why don't you and I welcome in this new era together, as changed people?
If only it were that easy. Perhaps things wouldn't be such a struggle. I'm sorry. I will continue to be as I always have. All I can do is pray, if you'll excuse me.
It's already so late. Time sure does fly when you're studying battle strategies. I should get back to my room. It's already almost pitch black out, though. The sun's been setting earlier these days. What was that? It sounds like a man? Probably just Raphael. I've heard him talk about how he trains at night. I'm sure of it. I can't believe I let him scare me like that. I should just ignore him and focus on making my way back. It's so dark.
Oh, hey, Lysithia. What are you doing out here so late?
I was off on my own studying tactics, but then it got really late before I knew it.
Tactics, huh? That stuff just doesn't click with me.
It's difficult for everyone at first, but I assure you the field is rather fun once you get the hang of it. Rather important, too. Determining how to shape your strategy, what formation to put your units in. There are so many moving parts to the subject that once I start thinking about it, I just get lost in my thoughts for hours on end.
Wow, you must be really smart, Lysithia. I love a good muscle workout, but I'm not so sure I can handle a brain workout like you can.
And I can't hold a candle to you when it comes to manual labor. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. We should focus on what we're good at so we can complement each other's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna have to train even more!
Hold on. Weren't you just training? It's good to be motivated, but you're gonna bother people if you keep making such weird noises in the middle of the night.
Huh? I didn't train today.
You... didn't?
Nope. I always let my muscles rest the day after a rough workout. And let me tell you, yesterday was a rough one. If I go too hard, I go easy the next day. Which lets me go even harder the day after that. You got your day off today, Muscles, so you better be ready for the pain tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get to bed so I can be ready. You should try to get some shut-eye too, Lysithia.
So that wasn't Raphael? Then who was making those scary noises?
As I told you before, I do not have a crest.
Why do you insist on hiding it? It can only mean your crest is somehow...
Please stop!
What's going on here?
Lysithea.
What were you saying about crests? Go on. I study them every day without fail, so this is extremely relevant to my interests. I do hope you have proof of your theory, though. Spewing out unfounded platitudes will just lead to consequences you definitely don't want. I might not look it, but I'm a general in this army.
Ah, well, we were just finishing our conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thank you, Lysithea.
Think nothing of it. I stepped in of my own accord. You appear to hold a secret or two regarding Crest.
Well...
No need to answer. We all have things we prefer to keep hidden. Still, your situation hits rather close to home for me. Perhaps too close.
What?
So if you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to ask. We secret keepers need to hold strong with each other after all. Oh, and I'm not saying this because I pity you, but you clearly find your secret painful. In light of this, maybe I've been a bit too harsh on you in the past.
Oh no, you haven't been harsh at all. I'm merely envious of how strong and level-headed you always appear to be. I never would have guessed you hold a closely guarded secret just as I do.
I'm not gonna tell you, if that's what you're after.
Yes, I suspected as much. Still, perhaps you would be willing to hear mine one day? I feel like being around you gives me the courage to finally set it free.
I would be happy to hear you out. And also to help rectify the situation if possible. I know quite a bit about Crest's scholarship. That fool talking to you earlier couldn't hold a candle to me.
Thank you, Lysithea. I already feel a little bit braver.
I'm offering you the full might of my assistance. I hope you can do better than a little.
I mean a lot. I know I'm going to feel a lot braver.
Ah, there you are, Ignat.
Hello, Lysithea. Do you need something?
I wanted to thank you for your actions in our skirmish earlier. You blocked the enemy's approach, which allowed me to maintain my position on the battle. I'm very grateful.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Protecting comrades is all part of the job when you're a knight.
At first, I thought knighthood would prove to be a task beyond your ability, but you've turned out to be surprisingly dependable. Didn't you come from a merchant family?
I sure did.
Then if I may, why have you chosen to become a knight instead of taking over the family business?
Because I'm the second son. My older brother is going to take over the business. My father wanted me to become a knight so I could help my brother that way. It was a lot to deal with, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out.
It's quite commendable to choose a future based on your family's wishes.
Oh, it's not so impressive.
Your family must have been ecstatic when you were knighted.
I suppose they were.
To be honest, I am envious of you.
You are?
I am. I haven't been able to do anything for my own mother and father yet. I hope to be as strong as you and do something equally wonderful for my parents one day.
You're very considerate of your parents, Lysithea. And I know how hard you work when you set your mind to something, so I'm sure you can do this too. Yes, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That is to say, I certainly will. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be going. The work of a knight is never done, after all.
I need to speak with you, Ignaz.
Ah! Oh, Lysithea! You gave me quite the scare there.
Do you remember last time we spoke about our parents?
When you told me how you wanted to do something for them. Yes, I remember. Does that mean there's something I can help with?
No. However, the way you acted when we spoke has been weighing on me. I got the impression you are somehow pushing yourself too far.
No, I'm not. What would make you think that?
There it is again. Something is going on with you, and I think I know just what it is. You wanted to take over the family business along with your brother, didn't you?
Huh? I mean, no. I never wanted to do that. I'm, not really suited for the life of a merchant.
Really? And yet you know so much about paintings, silverware, tea, and other kinds of merchandise. Well, it seems I have miscalculated. I thought you became a knight solely due to your family's wishes.
You're not wrong about that. I mean, wait! That's not what I meant!
Aha! So there is something you'd rather be doing.
Well, yes.
Set your worries aside, Ignatz. I have a proposal.
You do?
Yes. You should come to Ardelia territory and get started on what you truly want to do. I can arrange for you to come and go as you please. And we may even be able to provide you with other forms of assistance as necessary.
Really? Well, I'm certainly happy to hear that, but can it wait until the war is over? I still have a job to finish as a knight. I'd feel bad for Lawrence if I just threw all of that away. I mean, he's the one who nominated me after all.
You always take your responsibilities so seriously. Do you never put yourself first? Still, I suppose that is a rather admirable trait. Very well then. I will wait until the war is over. Until then, hold on to your dreams. Okay?
I will, Lysithea. And thank you. I feel like a new light is starting to shine on my life.
I don't know what will happen to Ardelia territory when the war ends. Still, if I end up a commoner, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to help him start his new merchant business. That is what he wanted to do, right?
Time to work you into shape.
Another trick.
Can't wait.
Time to work you into shape.
I can get... This'll be fun.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Definitely.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Sir, Viscount Phlegathon has sent an urgent appeal to reinforce the front lines on the Great Bridge.
Acheron again? How many times does that make it today?
Only the fourth. He sent 8 requests yesterday.
I'll call that an improvement then. Thanks. Just tell him, message received, keep your chin up, and good luck out there.
Yes, sir.
You sure it's okay to just blow him off like that? I mean, I get that it's Acheron, but...
He can deal with it. That guy would rather foist his duties on everyone else than bother to lift a finger himself. There's a reason we call him the Weather Vane. It's a cruel twist of fate that a selfish lord like him controls one of the most important points in the Alliance.
Claude, we are nearing the breaking point. My father has sent an urgent request for reinforcements.
Oh boy. Things must be getting really dire if Count Gloucester has sent word as well.
Then surely it's time for us to depart.
We just need to protect the bridge, right?
Yes. If it falls into the Empire's hands, there'll be no keeping the war out of Alliance territory.
I'd hate to see innocent towns and villages getting caught in the fighting.
With the way things are going, though, I think we should be ready to abandon the bridge if necessary. If we go in determined to hold it at any cost, we could end up sacrificing a lot of lives in a battle we have no hope of winning.
If worst comes to worst, it'll be up to us to evacuate as many of our soldiers as we can.
The war with the Empire won't end with the coming battle, so I want to keep our losses to the absolute minimum.
If the Great Bridge of Myrden falls, then Garreg Mach will be in jeopardy too.
That's true. And since Edelgard is set on toppling the central church, it probably won't end well for them. What are you going to do, Shamir? Will you return to aid the monastery?
No, I've repaid my debt to Rhea. I no longer have any ties to the Knights of Seiros.
All right. Then let's adjourn this war council and get moving.
Yeah! Let's do this!
For the sake of the Alliance, don't hold anything back. I'm counting on each and every one of you. This looks bad. We might have to abandon the bridge after all. Either way, we can't afford to lose Count Gloucester. We have to secure an escape route and rescue him.
That's not going to be easy. We'll have to take the surrounding strongholds first.
We do not hurry. My father's life will be in danger. Can we make use of the archers?
Count Gloucester's locked in battle in the center of the bridge. Hurry and rescue him.
We must save my father at once.
I had hoped to achieve victory without bloodshed.
Firing a volley right about now should do the trick. Archers, attack!
It took you this long to arrive? Not that I expected much from our fraud of a leader.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're here now, at any rate.
My, well done. I can take it from here. Go forth and continue your assault.
I would not trust that fickle weather vane. He's liable to betray us at the slightest breeze.
We've got an escape route now, yeah?
not fall here.
Count Gloucester, are you alright? At least we made it here in time.
Ah, so you have come to rescue me. You have my gratitude. I thank you. However, the situation is dire. Please cover my soldiers as they escape.
Now seems like an opportune time to curry favor with the Empire. Troops, we are defecting. Move out.
Looks like Lester's weather vane can't sense the prevailing wind after all. No problem, I got Don't it. hesitate to take them out.
Child.
Time to show how strong you've become.
We've got no choice but to abandon the bridge. Count Gloucester, order a retreat.
I shall bring up the rear and draw the enemy away. All troops, withdraw from the bridge post-haste.
I should have never thought the Empire my ally.
This isn't our last battle by a long shot, so we can't afford to lose any more troops. Guard them as they retreat.
Don't let them get away!
I want as few casualties as possible. We could have the support squad protect the retreating troops.
Protect them.
At least we disposed of one problem. Is it safe to retreat now?
I'll go in front.
Sorry, but I'm not letting anyone escape. Get in my way and I'll knock you flat.
Caspar, is that you? No way am I gonna let you stop him.
Oh, come on.
Now we have to guard against any enemy generals in pursuit, and withdraw once everything is secure.
Yeah, they're not gonna let us just waltz out of here. Target the enemy as soon as they pop their heads out.
I can't give up now.
Maybe I should stop them. Always be prepared.
Linhardt, what are you doing? The enemy's gonna get away!
You would have died if you'd kept fighting. You need to pay closer attention to what's going on around you. I guess we probably shouldn't let them escape. Shall I open the gate to draw them in?
Switching it up, huh?
Don't go off by yourself! I'm still too hurt!
If there's one thing Linhardt hates, it's a pointless fight. We might be able to convince him to surrender.
I really don't have much choice, do I? Sometimes you have to fight even when it's a pain.
Has the Valley of Torment frozen over? I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
Got it. make a name for myself.
Let's try this. You know you'll end up dead if you keep going, right? So just surrender already.
You could have said as much before you beat me up. You're all cruel, you know that? It's fine.
You were never the type to fight to the death anyway. If anything, I'm relieved. So you captured Linhardt, huh? Sorry to ruin your fun, but I'm taking him back.
You see the only enemy general left? Then let's take care of him before reinforcements arrive.
If we can spare the effort, wouldn't it be preferable to take out all the nearby strongholds?
Yeah, right!
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know.
I could do this all day!
I got this!
Not yet!
Now there's less chance we'll be attacked during our retreat. Out of my way! Don't get used to me trying this much.
Are you changing
I know
places?
full well what you can do.
Fine, you can keep Linhardt then. I can't die here.
Now we don't have to worry about them chasing after us. Let's get a move on and retreat before... What's that?
You appear to be outmatched, Caspar. Allow me to show you all the full might of the Empire.
Reinforcements have already arrived. Then I have no other option. House Gloucester hereby swears fealty to the Empire. Cease fighting and throw down your weapons. Further resistance is futile.
What? Fall back! We need to get out of here!
Claude, what is the meaning of this? Father! Why are you surrendering to... Father! Claude, what is the meaning of this? Has the Alliance forsaken my father?
Far from it, Lawrence. Just calm down and we'll talk this through.
How am I to remain calm at a time like this? The noble House Gloucester has been relinquished to Imperial control!
Considering his position, I'm sure Count Gloucester anticipated this possibility and has already laid the groundwork to switch sides. I doubt the Empire will lay a finger on your father.
So you've been thinking Count Gloucester might surrender all along?
The Count's greatest concern has always been keeping the people of his territory from getting swept up in the war. It only stands to reason that he'd prefer a noble surrender to a lengthy, bitter resistance.
I expect House Ardelia will follow suit and pledge fealty to the Empire.
Lawrence? Shouldn't we be returning to the Count?
If we go back to House Gloucester, we will no longer be able to fight for the Alliance. Is that what you desire?
No, of course not. Far from it.
I intend to remain with the Alliance army as well. Assuming that's all right with you, Claude?
I wouldn't have it any other way. This war has only just begun, after all. Since we've lost the bridge, the Imperial army will soon descend upon Leicester itself. We can't allow them to run rampant over our land. It's time to redraw the battle lines. One step.
Still.
I fought. Once. Not gonna forget.
How's this?
Everyone here? Well, let's get right into it. We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrddin. The Imperial army now occupies what was formerly House Phlegethon territory. House Gloucester has surrendered to them as well.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
We had precious little in the way of arms in the first place. You have my deepest apologies. You don't have to apologize, Lysithea. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
And now Lawrence and Lysithea can't even go back home.
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked Garreg Mach. Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
There's no point in worrying about it now. But they're all tougher than you think.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good. But how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Daphnel.
Who? He speaks of Judith, the head of House Daphnel. She was once counted among the 5 great lords.
We can definitely count on her. It helps that she seems to really like Claude for some reason.
But we can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the kingdom could send troops?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Fargus. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head.
Well, we have an idea of how big our army's gonna be, if nothing else. What's the plan?
I'm still working that out. For now, all we can do is hold our ground and fight with everything we've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
Lady Rhea, Sedith, I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one, neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
You needn't trouble yourself with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdiad. There's much to discuss. Church, the kingdom, and the battles to come.
It seems the Leicester campaign is proceeding smoothly.
Indeed. Count Gloucester's timely surrender allowed us to advance with minimal casualties. Ferdinand's battalion is tightening the noose around House Regan's territory as we speak. The Minister of Military Affairs is making the necessary preparations to move his forces into the Alliance as well.
Once Count Burghley takes the field, we won't have anything to worry about on that front.
Yes. And at the moment, we have little choice but to divert most of our military might to our conflict with Fargus on the Western Front. I fear Count Rowe's abrupt change in allegiance will have only served to further provoke the Kingdom's army.
Ah, yes, him. He disregarded our timetable and launched an attack on the Kingdom without our approval, and in doing so, has done nothing but make trouble for the Empire. Still, we can hardly afford to abandon him.
We have led our vassals to believe the Empire will always come to their aid. What a troublesome policy that has turned out to be.
The policy may be irksome, but we will not fail to honor it. Dispatch immediate reinforcements to Count Rowe.
Understood. And what message shall I send to Count Burghley's?
I'm still a little wary of the Alliance's plans, but tell him we leave matters in his capable hands.